my friends at Gender Queer Chat. I am Nat, and this will be my introduction video as a new sub / contributor to Gender Queer Chat. Before I start, I just want to say Happy Canada Day to the Canadians on Gender Queer Chat. And I also wanted to say, I just apologise to you guys. The email address that I'm using to upload videos onto YouTube is a different email address from my personal one. I set it up just to use YouTube and then I sort of forgot to check it. So I know that there was a few messages have been sent to that email address over the course of a few weeks that I took a while to get back to. So I just wanted to thank you guys for being patient and hanging in there and still letting me be part of the channel. And also I just wanted to say how awesome Christina and Joe's video from yesterday was at the Trans Pride March in Toronto. Looked like you guys were having a really good time and there were loads of people there as well, so yeah, really great video. It's kind of Gender Queer Chat out and about, which I quite like. So yeah, so I had put an audition video on Christina's or I had inquired about auditioning for Gender Queer Chat to Christina about a month ago, and they said to make an audition video, which I did. So in that video I just introduced myself. I said that I'm 31, I'm from Northern Ireland. I've travelled quite a bit in my life. I lived in Canada for a year, been to Australia, New York, most recently South America. I talked about that I'm relatively recently on my gender journey. So really from January, that's when I became aware that, or found words, and kind of really started looking into the fact that a lot of the unhappiness and friction and kind of problems that I've had in my life have really come down to my gender identity. And it just really kind of hit me like a sort of flash of lightning in January. I'd explained a little bit more about in my audition video that I had a friend that died a year ago now this month actually, and in the course of this last year I've been on a journey kind of in all other aspects of my life to do with kind of kind of looking after myself, taking up yoga, meditation, sorting out a lot of kind of anxieties and other things that I had that weren't gender related, and then kind of the final piece of the puzzle that came out of it all was these gender related issues, and now I can look back over my life and very clearly see times when I was unhappy and times when there was sort of almost emptiness, and a lot of that has to do with how I feel on the inside, and how I guess I look on the outside. So things, I'm still relatively kind of new to this journey, and things might change for me over time, but in discussing the topics and things that I'll talk about on this channel, I will do it with as much clarity and as much honesty as I can, and yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to kind of getting into the topics and talking about those things and how those topics will relate to me personally, and see how it goes. I've been watching Gender Queer Chat now from January. I'd said in my audition video that during kind of the early stages of this and this realisation, probably a phase that we all go through is really the period of those really intense internet searches where you're kind of looking at blogs, watching videos on YouTube, and one of the videos that I came across was a video made by Matt, in which they had written a letter to brand new genderqueers, and that video really helped me a lot to kind of just feel less alone and that there are other people that are having these similar experiences. So since then I've followed Gender Queer Chat every week, and a lot of the things that are being discussed and talked about have been really helpful to me. So I wanted to join the channel to give that back, I suppose, and help anybody who might be in Northern Ireland or on this side of kind of the Atlantic Ocean or wherever, you know, just to kind of give us a bit of support maybe from this end. Currently I see a counsellor who specialises in gender issues essentially, and that's been really helpful. So there was about 5 months where I was really anxious. I was in this real fog of anxiety about everything, and a lot of that was to do with the fact that I hadn't told anybody what I was going through, so it was all just in my head. And so I've been seeing her. I made an appointment and have been seeing her now for about a month, and during that time I've also spoken to my mum and told her that I've been thinking about, you know, these things, and I'm seeing a counsellor for them. And I think both of those things have just helped me to move on, and the urgency to find answers has gone. I feel like I have time now, time to get to know myself better, time to explore these issues, time to kind of do more research, find out what I want, what will make me the happiest, time to meet other people, you know, in similar situations. I'm going to an event in Edinburgh in about 2 weeks, which will have all kinds of workshops and things from gender and sexual minorities at it, so I'm really looking forward to that, just kind of connecting with other people. I have a really good best friend here, but you know, she's married, has a son, my little godson, and although I haven't spoken to her about this yet, I do plan to do that soon, and I hope that she'll be, you know, she'll understand, or at the very least, you know, will still want to be my friend, I suppose. But I mean, you know, as great as she is, there kind of is you need people to talk to who will understand what you're going through, I suppose. So a little bit more about me. I have a really mundane job. I work in a box office. It's customer service. I sell tickets. I'm going back to college in September to do a course in counselling, to start the very bottom level of the long journey to become a counsellor. And other than that, I love to paint. I'm a bit of an artist. Once I kind of finish talking, I'll show you a little bit around my little studio that I'm standing in at the minute. So I just wanted to quickly run through some of the books that I've read that have really helped me on my journey, and helped me kind of, you know, see the different kind of sort of stages on the spectrum, I suppose, and the different ways that people have embraced or dealt with this in their life, and then they have written books about it. So Neither Here Nor There, first book that I read about gender issues. I remember the weekend that I read this book, I locked myself away in my bedroom, and really this was the beginning. I kind of really felt connected to this book, and I felt kind of really connected to everybody actually that weekend. That might sound a bit strange, but just this was kind of the beginning of the journey for me, this book. My gender workbook, Everybody Loves Auntie Kate. This is the revised edition. It's really helpful. I think this is a really good one to maybe give to friends and family, because it kind of breaks it all down into really simple terms. I've completely fallen in love with Ivan E. Coyote. Love Canadians anyway, but yeah, One in Every Crowd is an amazing book that was made to go into schools and colleges. It's a kind of an edited version. Some of the stories that Ivan writes some of them can be a bit risque, I suppose, so this was an edited version to go into schools for kids, and this is Missed Her. Some of the stories kind of overlap, but both of these books are really good.